round them. Only got it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 50, plant. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Look. Squeeze. Check nickel. Get it.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He's checking.
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On the set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky. X3. 218. Chop. Score. Hurry. Hit it.
From the shotgun, a gift to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
80 weapons. Check. You're out. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the out.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now we give right side McCaffrey. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Mike 54. Stay with your man.
Darnold on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Darnold on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right?
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 92 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and
again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
These two teams all tied after one.
Come on, set. 18 Gators.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
25, check 25, check 25. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey. There. Check 50, check 50. Set, go.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, lock it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
On 3rd down, it's Kane. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could.
Super toe.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Rock it. Kill. Check 3. Check 99. Shoot. Sleep him.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Down. 70. Indy. General West. Two. 38. Sam R. Big gap. Watch twist. Look. Squeeze. Go. Check down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58 to Mike. Here we go.
Bravo!
Darnold from the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Cross, gone. Wide, get wide. Clear. Ready.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check play 33. Get that quarterback. And all
Go out. Shoot.
On third and long, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's get some penetration. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DJ Moore. Sets up 4th down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Side 54. Mike 54. Know your job.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On first down, it's Henry, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it again with Henry. Pushing tacklers aside. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and short.
50, plant.
I can't believe they let you play.
Allen going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open man is Miller. He's got it. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready to break.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Leo.
Back.
Step.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. Got him in. It's Brashon Perriman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. 60 or.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down.
Quickstone, travel. Hey, Haywood.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike.
Rock it.
All day, defense. All day.
Ready.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Completes it to Miller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Shoot.
To throw again on second down. Allen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Buccaneers 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 20. The fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check safety, check safety.
On second down, here's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch, switch, switch. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, Sam off.
Switch. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big run there by Jones, and even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Watch the safety creep.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Go! Moody base.
Stop your whining. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Hard, hard.
Check. Check out route.
Five.
Now a give, right side. Kane takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check four.
Go on, go on.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On third down, it's Jones, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Hey, we got three.
Look at me. Go, go.
Switch it.
Jones. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Come on, set. 15, run. 15, run.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Lucky. Hey, look, 3.
Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
You got tight. You got tight up there. Check 43. Hey, check 24. Joker. Shift. 25. Check 25.
Ready.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it'll be a hot time in Ybor tonight. The Bucs have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bucs, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get a few. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.